These are my top 5 crypto predictions for 2023. Number 1, Bitcoin will bottom. The 4-year Bitcoin cycle is set to repeat itself. When you look at historical Bitcoin patterns, you need to identify 4 main events or periods. The first, and in my opinion the most important, is the Bitcoin halving. This is when the production of the Bitcoin supply will be cut in half, thus causing a supply shock, which will then, over time, catapult the price of Bitcoin to the moon. The second key event is the Bitcoin bull run, which traditionally lasts 12 to 18 months after the Bitcoin halving. The third key event is, of course, the bear market, which is when the price of Bitcoin crashes hard from its peak. These crashes are traditionally 80 to 90%. Currently, we have only fallen 77% from its all-time highs. So based on historical Bitcoin patterns, I believe we still have a ways to go. I believe the Bitcoin bottom will happen in 2023 and will occur anywhere between 14,000 to 7,000. My second prediction for 2023 is the Fed will pivot. Jerome Powell and the Federal Reserve has aggressively been raising interest rates, which has caused a heavy economic downturn, a shift to quantitative tightening, and a rise in the strength of the US dollar. This will not be able to go on forever, and the Fed will be forced to pivot. In other words, they will begin slashing the interest rates. I am in the camp that this will not happen overnight. This will occur in 3 stages. The first stage is when they will begin raising interest rates less aggressively, which is what we are already seeing. The second stage is when they will pause or stop raising interest rates completely, which could happen in the first half of 2023. And the third stage will be when they start lowering the interest rates, which could happen in the second half of 2023. Based off this theory, the pivot has already begun, which will contribute to my next prediction. We will see a bull trap. Again, this is based off the traditional 4-year Bitcoin cycle and will be similar to what was experienced back in 2019. I believe this Bitcoin bull trap will peak anywhere between 30,000 to 50,000. My next prediction is crypto regulation will be in full effect. I believe that the Ripple vs. SEC lawsuit will finally come to an end, which will usher in much needed crypto regulations. I believe an agency will finally be delegated to oversee the crypto industry, whether that be the SEC, the CFTC, or an entirely newly constructed agency will yet to be determined. Either way, I think there will be more clarity on what deems a crypto asset a security or not a security. And my 5th prediction for 2023 is a United States CBDC will begin to roll out. I believe that Circle's USDC has already positioned itself to become the United States central bank digital currency. We will begin to see integration of this CBDC into our everyday lives, and the government will try with all of its might to suppress the use of other stablecoins within the United States. This will cause a lot of backlash and outcry from detractors of a DC, which will push the public to learn and adopt decentralized finance. There will be a strong resurgence of the DeFi narrative going into the next bull run. I believe the public will resist the adoption of a central bank digital currency, and institutions within the United States will be forced to integrate decentralized finance practices. Those are my top crypto predictions for 2023. Comment your thoughts below and don't forget to follow for more content like this.